Notice that Helga, her eyes are like widening a little bit, because you're hot shit. Assistant VP for the corporation. Uh,
The name of the ship is slowly coming back to me. It's the Metis.
yeah, something like that.
We have to find out what the hell happened.
Well,
I'm going to start looking around for some food and water because I think that's the first thing we need to hydrate, get some food in us before we even venture out because we don't want to be collapsing.
Ma'am, in the corner. What about you? What's your what are you here for?
So she says, hang on, her name is Helga. I don't know if she even has a last name. I sincerely doubt it. So she says, ja, meine Name ist Helga. Und I was going to visit my parents. But I don't know what's going on. You notice that she's actually pretty athletic looking, so she's pretty attractive, but she's also very young. I'm guessing late teens, early 20s.
Jailbait.
Yeah.
She's a monster. Kill her.
You're a
20s,
passenger on the ship?
Yeah, she's just a normal passenger.
I'm gonna roll.
And she knows that she also has memory loss due to the sickness, but she knows she's going to Miskin Station to work for her relatives.
I'm gonna use empathy to see if she's telling the truth about that.
Sure. I'm gonna say average for now. Or maybe even difficult. I'm going to say target number 12.
Alright, so I'll draw off the top of the deck. How do I do that? I'll click to draw a card. Alright, so that's 7, 8, 9,
So it was 7, is that right? Okay.
10, 11, 12, so it hits exactly.
Oh, all right. You have the feeling that she's telling the truth. She's looking very scared as well. She doesn't know what's going on. She looks like she just awoken like the rest of you guys just recently. So she's definitely telling the truth. Before you guys head out, she says, wait, you guys, what are your names?
Name's Casey. Tech lady.
I'm Jesse. I did, some maintenance and cleaning and stuff.
Yeah.
You can call me Mr. Colby.
Right, sir.
Doesn't
Right.
matter, you wish. So to remind me, is Blake Colby a designated steward?
No,
Or
no.
Taylor Chu?
It's our big handsome man, Taylor.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I'm not like, yeah, you wish. You're not a steward.
I mean, you guys also notice that Taylor is a pretty big guy. It's probably the strongest one of each of you physically. Probably don't want to wind up in a fisting contest with him. With a fist contest.
If we need to lift
Either way,
something
don't
up,
want it.
if we need to lift something up, he's our go-to guy.
Yeah.
But just to remind you, there's a door to the other room, but there's also a ladder going up.
Yeah, if there are no lockers, no food, no drinks prepared in here, then I saw Mr. Taylor's steward guy. Do we go up the ladder or through the doors looking for our lockers? Or something.
Do we have lockers?
Not in this room.
I don't know, maybe. Definitely not in... I'm just
we'll just
guessing at this point. I'm pretty intelligent person.
I just go to the door and push it open.
Yellow text you on your day. No. Right. In the next door, you see a room similar to the one you are in currently. However, there are also other people freaking out in this room. You have one person who is looking very frightened and very agitated, and you have three other characters who are, standing together and who are in a conversation together, and they just notice you. They're just like looking over their shoulder towards you, and when they see you, one of them says, "Well, shit. Turns out we aren't the only ones around here."
Along the sides of the stasis tubes, is there any place where the names are displayed?
There is like an electronical interface to the pods, so if you roll like a technical roll, you might be able to find out the personal information.
Really? Okay. I'm going to very subtly, while the others are interacting with this new group of people, make my way to one of our stasis pods. Yeah, any one of them, it doesn't really matter. I just want to see if I'm able to access any additional information on the people I'm with.
So you guys, five of you in total, so I'm gonna roll a d5.
No.
And I'm gonna say Matt.
I mean, any but my own, obviously.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm gonna roll a d4 then. So Matt is 1, Taylor is 2, Jesse is 3, and Helga is 4.
So if I can at the very least get a sense of what everyone's role on the ship would be, that'd be a good start.
Yeah. So you guys, are you being sneaky about this?
Not particularly, no. It's just I figure, everybody else has their attention elsewhere.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not trying to hide it, but
yeah. You're just going to try and check out
yeah.
the pod from Helga. She probably won't interfere with you. It's a comp ops role.
Yeah. With intelligence, I guess.
Yeah.
So that's 3, 4, 5 for databases. I don't know if that would count, but
sure. I'm gonna say it's an average roll as well. I'm not seeing anything. So which card did you pull?
The 4.
I pulled a 4.
You can delete the older card.
So what's the trump for intelligence?
Intelligent is a spade, so it's not the same. It's not the same suite. So 3, 4, 5, so 9.
It's just one under the target number.
Okay. So I'm unable to access the information.
Yeah, there's probably like some sort of lock preventing you from accessing her personal information, or a password you can't figure out. So, nope.
Fair enough.
You'll just have to believe her when she says she's Helga.
All right.
Now these other guys in the second room, you have the 3 people standing together who are looking very. They're like, how should I say this?
Like a
They look like
hooligans?
a bunch of thugs,
I'm going to ask them when they woke up.
Oh,
How long
what
have they been
was
awake
my accent? Yeah, I'm gonna try and Texan accent. Well, we also woke up a couple of moments ago.
Oh, okay.
15 minutes, give or take. When the fuck did you guys woke up?
Moments ago. Can you remember anything?
So, hang on, he's like staring at you, and you have a name tag saying you're the steward, right?
Yeah.
Says, hang on, why the fuck are you asking me these questions? Ain't you supposed to be the steward taking care of us?
I am, but I can't remember too much about I mean, basically, I should have woken up before all of you, but I haven't, and that's a bit confusing, really. So something is obviously going on, or something's gone wrong.
Yeah, they glance at each other and they say, "Well, I don't know what kind of shithole we wound up in at this time." And you also notice a fourth person in this room.
Alien killer.
Yeah, it's let's see. Manny. You know, he's a shorter person, and he's the guy who's seriously losing his shit at the moment. He's like huddled next to his pod, like his arms crossed over his legs, and he's saying, yeah, he's like mumbling to himself, like, "What the fuck? Like, what am I doing here? What's going on? I just want to go back to the stasis." Yeah.
Yeah, that's a bit. Do I find this a little bit strange? Because obviously, I know we've all woken up and stuff, and we've
Yeah.
probably woken up before time, but we're all healthy and all right. It's not like we're in any kind of. We don't feel like we're in any danger. I guess.
Well, people respond differently to the stasis sickness,
Right.
and you get the feeling he might be a person that panics when awoken. You know.
Okay, I'm gonna go over there and try to comfort him and try to sort of bring him sort of because obviously that's kind of one of my jobs, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go over there and have a chat with him and basically do some of my training on him.
He looks up at you when you stand before him. Yeah, kind of a frightened look. What do you say to him?
I go, I sort of bend down and sort of on his own level, and I go, "Hi, my name's I'm Taylor. I'm a student. Can I help you with anything? Do you need something to drink, something to eat?"
Hi there. He's like, his voice is pretty shaky as well. Mm-hmm. My name's Manny. I need something to drink. Parts my throat.
Okay. Well, that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be going looking for something. So if you want to join us and come with us, obviously we can all work together and hopefully get through this and work out what's happening.
Yeah, you don't need to roll for this, but he feels he's happy that someone's helping him. Now, yeah. Manny is not as attractive as Helga. He tells you about himself. He's like a short, elderly, like middle-aged guy in his 40s. Pretty hairy guy as well. He's a mining. What does it says here?
He's a miner?
Yeah, he's a mining surveyor, and he says he's it's part of his contract to go to Miskan Station to work there as a mining surveyor.
Sorry, it's Miskan Station?
Yeah.
That's where Helga was headed, right?
Yeah.
Now, do we know where Miskan Station is in terms of the system? Is it within the Mars orbit? Is it in the asteroid field? Where is this place?
It's on in the belt, so it shouldn't be on Mars. It's in an asteroid belt somewhere. The known galaxy is still in our current galaxy.
It's in our system, yeah.
Yeah, in our solar system.
Okay. Blake returns to join the others and just takes a moment to survey the group as a whole. Now, nice. How many of these new people are there? 3, 4?
I was hoping you'd say that, Blake. Now, as you remember, there are 5 pods in the room where you woke up.
Yeah.
And there are 4 people currently awake. However, there are also 5 pods in this room. So can you make an awareness check for me?
Sure. Okay, so awareness is going to be perception. That's 3. Awareness is 0, so 3. And okay, every time I try to draw a card,
yeah,
it adds it to my deck.
Don't click it, drag it when you hold, when you.
Yeah.
So do I click on the link draw or do I click on the card?
Click on it when you like not on a link draw. Then if you go at the card directly, then it should say click to draw, drag to deal.
Oh, I see. Okay, got it. There we go.
Oh, that's nice. So awareness. Let's see if it trumps. It's also important. Awareness is like perception. Yeah,
perception is hearts. Yeah.
So it trumps. So now drag another card under it.
Under it?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so it's not the same suite.
Yeah, so that means it's
that
like the advantage system in D&D. You can choose between the 8 or the 9.
Okay, so obviously I'll go with the 9.
Yeah.
9 plus 3, 12.
Yeah, you definitely pass the difficulty tests. Well, I should. It's just an average target number.
Okay.
So you notice the 5th pod hasn't opened yet. And you notice that the glass where you should see the face of the person has been ruptured, has been broken. And you see from where are you standing relative to the pods?
Well, at this point, I'm going to stand right next to the one that I noticed is cracked.
Yeah. So the camera is going from your vision and we hover over the cracked pod and we see this red gooey mess where a person's face should have been. Since you made a pretty good awareness check, you see that something with a very big force just crushed the skull, like in one fell swipe. It appears her face was slashed off.
Okay. Blake is going to calmly look at the rest of the crowd. He notices that Taylor is a pretty big guy. Are there any others who are as big as Taylor?
I mean, the 3 thugs are looking pretty burly as well, but they're still not as impressive as Taylor.
And I remember that Taylor woke up at the same time as myself, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. I slowly move next to Taylor and say, just to the crowd in general, what happened to that one? And I point.
Okay, I'm going to take your look and walk over there. Have a look inside the pod.
I mean, as soon as you said that, though, you hear Manny "Oh my god, holy shit, oh my god!" He's starting to hyperventilate, and he's like, "Oh, I don't want to be here." He's freaking out.
There's 4 people in this room.
Well, there's the 4 of you guys. You have Helga, so that was 5.
Yeah.
And the 4 others who woke up.
9.
The four people just woke up.
Yeah.
And the 5 pods. So
This is like a second room of Stacy pod section.
Yeah.
You've been awake for 50 minutes and you haven't seen, and you didn't notice this already?
No, well, they woke up at the same time like you, and the thugs turn around and say, "We was just minding our own business. I didn't see shit."
It's more about not who done it, but why this particular pod.
Also, a special moment arrives, if this was a movie. There's a still freeze, and everyone starts to regain a part of their memory. So I'm gonna send each of you a text message saying unlocking the first part of your memory.
You're going to do it through Roll20 using the whisper function?
No, I'm gonna do it through Skype. It's gonna be easier if I can.
Yeah, because I'm kind of more worried about who this person was and why this one was targeted and not one of the big guys. Who is this person?
Well, depending what memories we get, you can ask me to access that information, because I think I might have better chance than you to...
Yeah, definitely. If you can access... If there's a way of finding out who that person is from looking at their status pod, like you tried before, then do it, definitely. Because it'd be interesting to find out who this person was and why they were targeted. Because it just seems like a little
Also,
bit.
do they see or do they tell us that the killing blow came from outside?
Do you say so, Blake?
Well, yeah, I would imagine it's fairly obvious. It looks like a blow came from outside the pod and tried to smash it in.
Excuse me for asking, I'm not a fighter.
No. It wasn't meant as an accusation. I'm just saying that I can't see it having happened any other way.
I have matter, man. Okay, thanks for that.
Right.
Yeah,
Next
I don't see anything written on her character, so I'm playing her like that.
Blake is up next. Hang on, Alex, are you Blake? Yeah.
I'm sorry? Yeah, I'm Blake.
Yeah. Can I use investigate to look a little more closely at the what probably try and figure out what it was that smashed through the pod and smashed the person's head?
Well, you don't really need to use investigation.
Okay.
It just appears that you should know that like the glass for the pod is pretty thick. It would require a great deal of force and strength to just break it open like it did.
So beyond like what a human being could do.
Yeah. You wouldn't be able to just knock it open with your fists.
So some kind of like
Yeah, like maybe if someone took some kind of enhancing drug. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Matt. Here's your memory as well.
I cannot wait to see it.
I'm gonna give you guys some time to read your memory, and I'm gonna take a bio break in the meanwhile. So do read your memory, and I'll be back in a couple of minutes.